this is GrootsCom. Welcome back to another episode of Factorial with the BioIndustries mod. In the previous episode, we built our first train to harvest an ore patch of stone. Now that was desperately needed, and we expanded our mall a little bit, and I think we're going to keep working on that because there's a lot of things we can do now that is enabled. We also expanded our iron production. I believe we started harvesting these two ore patches in the last one, well, this first one at least, and looks like we're pretty much bringing almost as much as we can. We could do something different here. This is really sloppy, but for now let's work on the mall because I think there's some things that we can build. And we started to we started to make the solar panels and accumulators that we're going to need, and I did manage to produce or create an interesting blueprint for the solar farm. I think I talked about this in the last episode. I'm going to go ahead and place that down right here. Well, let's get our city blocks down first so we know exactly where this thing's going to go. And should be right here. And here. Another thing I've considered too is that the mall right now, we kind of have two malls. So we have one that's making the belts, all the belts, and I think I want to move everything out of there. Okay, that's where it is. So the city block should actually fit in here. Yep. Now everybody's happy, and robots will be able to start placing some stuff down once I build the robot network out, which I need roboports for. There is a little bit of construction zone that overlaps here, but we're going to have to do some more kind of surrounding this. And we definitely don't have all these materials to start filling everything in. There's a few accumulators going in. There's the bio farms that are, or the bio solar farms that are going in. So this is great because it's going to help supplement our power, which, if you can see, is like almost completely maxed out. And that's because the accumulators are actually filling up. So that'll be a little bit different. We haven't even started research yet. That's going to be more demanding. But look at this. We've got 6, 7, 8 bio solar farms. So that's a lot of power added in already. Of course, it's nighttime, so you're not seeing anything. Speaking of nighttime, I do have the portable fusion reactor. Let's get something I think I should have made a while ago because it's not very expensive, but it does use a bit of the batteries, and it's also going to take some space in my inventory. So this is unfortunate that I have to take these out. And I definitely want to work on getting the next level of power armor. Let's do... Are we ready for research? I think so. I'm going to start that. And now I have something that probably would have been nice a long time ago, just to help see everything better. I know on YouTube it probably looks a lot darker than what I see on my screen, so hopefully that helps out. These are where we're making the bio solar farm and the huge accumulators, and our concrete production is just not enough. I can make more of these, and this is for concrete, and it's going to need a pipe inbound. I'm just going to do 3 of these, and then I'm going to move the other one here. Let's see, I can do water here. There we go. And yeah, I'm just going to reset this one because I don't want to make concrete there anymore. So this one can just go away. The autosave got me there. Okay. And we'll just put that pump in here. Are we not requesting? We are not requesting pipes. That's a mistake. Those are where? Here. Let's get a full stack of each. And then in preparation for, I think we researched the armor. Yeah, no, we did not. Oh, because we don't have the modules yet, so that'll be next. I think we can upgrade our armor. We need to start getting ready for the next alien invasion, basically, because we're getting really close. There's a lot of places that are vulnerable, and you know, we put up some turrets here at the stone location. I put up some of those air purifiers, as I call them, and it's just, you know, it's not getting everything as far as the pollution goes. It's still creeping out, and the fighters will move. They'll start to spread, and then when that pollution hits them, they're just going to attack all these locations. This needs some stuff. So I think what we need to do is talk about how we can get that next level of armor. And I did design what I consider to be a pretty nice wall design. And I made that, where is it? I think it's in the blueprint book, I know that. Let's go to the BioIndustries. Yeah, this one. So what this is kind of a skeleton for, I think if we put it here, that would be good enough. For like a wall defense system. I think that is effective. 3 turrets, it's actually probably more than we need, but it's a nice solid defensive wall. And there'll be construction bots coming down eventually. I think I had, well, I might not have walls automated in here. Doesn't look like it. You know what, let's just change this guy to be our walls. And we'll do wooden walls. Again, we're using the resources that we have. I don't need these things, and get those out of there. So now we're producing a lot more concrete. That's going to help with the production of our biosolar farm and the huge accumulators, because both of those need concrete. And you know, this is a very slow process. Even though it makes 10 at a time, it's only 1 per second for each one, so I'm only making 3 per second. Oh, this is another thing too, is that I want to make a huge substation. So actually I do need more concrete, so maybe we'll just make that a request for 200, not 400. And then when I get the materials for that, which is going to require me to have more steel, I think, I'll make a huge substation. And what that does is it allows, you don't need power poles to connect everything, because it basically acts as like a giant underground power pole for everything. And you can see it in the middle of the blueprint right here, and it lies right in the middle. And as long as it has a couple, it only needs 1 wire connection to the main grid, and then it'll provide power to this entire block. So we'll see how that works when we get the materials for the substation. And I know for a fact that I'm going to need to make speed modules and efficiency modules to make the next level of armor. But what's great about the next level of armor is it does have like more of the resistances for protection, but it also has a lot more space. So I can have like a couple portable fusion reactors, some batteries, skeletons, and like 4 of the roboports, and just have my own portable like 100 robots. So that'd be great if I could get that. Looks like I'm going to get more concrete, and I can make my substation. And I'm just missing the steel now. Let's clear that request out. Grab some steel. Thank you. There we go. Make our substation. And then when I get to being within range, and you see all these things don't have power right now, even though there's a power pole here, of course, that only has a small area of coverage, but now, once the substation goes in, everyone's got power. This entire block, you can see the blue area, and my robots are just helping to place some of the items that aren't within range of the Roboport network. And something that would be nice is if we can just keep building our wall out, and something's missing because we're not making our wall. What's going on? Like I said, I do want to make... Oops, that's not what I want. This also is not what I want. I want to make an efficiency module first, and I forget how many of those I need to make the level 3s. I guess I could make... Let's just do speed modules first. Oops, don't make it. No. Don't craft that. That's not what I meant. Do speed module level 1 because I need those, and I can make the speed module level 2s from those. I think I need... So I'm doing... Why am I doing productivity module? I need speed and efficiency. Let's go back to this one. This one's cheaper anyway. And we can see the research going up. Bad thing is you need 5 level 3 speed modules and then 5 level 3 efficiency modules, and you don't really use these in this version of the game. I would say there's some instances where you might want it, but basically it reduces the energy consumption. But usually you're using productivity and speed modules, so I only want to make enough efficiency modules to make my power armor, and that's it. So I have to be careful with that one to limit how much stuff I'm making. And let's get more of these for other things. And yeah, like I said, I do have this mall. Oops. Where am I at? Here we go. I do have the mall for the belts, and I don't want to have those anymore because I want to start doing this over here where everything else is being made, just to kind of put everything together. Let's do our last level of efficiency module 2. And we can't even research the next level of armor until I think we have all of the modules. Oh no, it's just speed and efficiency because those are the required ingredients for this. And like I said, it's 5 and 5. This takes 5, so that means it takes 25 level 2 efficiency modules, and that requires 4, so it takes 100 level 1 efficiency modules. And of course it takes all those red and blue circuits for everything, so yeah, it's extremely expensive. So I want to cap this one at 100, and I know it stacks to 2, so let's just put 2 squares in here. And I'm just going to do the same thing with this. I think that would be a good idea. And I know the materials are the same. Oops. Don't need to do that. So I can just copy paste everything like that. Alright, so now I should have exactly the right amount of modules to make that. So what's going on? We got to figure out what's going on with the wall. Why are we not making these? Your ingredients. Oh, because you've got something else in your hand. That's not good. There we go. And now we're making lots of walls. Let's do a lot of these. Let's just go to town because, I mean, the materials are cheap. We have lots of wood. And you can see my robots carrying everything down here. They're just going to start constructing the wall. And the idea here is that I can keep this wall going to make a defensive perimeter. Let's see, where's the maximum reach here? Oh, it's the same as right above me. Okay. Now if I have another one, that going. And then our RoboPort can only reach across 2 power poles, so that might be a better idea to include in the design, so that we know exactly that we need to put our RoboPort down also. Not like where this is, I'll take that out, and then we'll put it down somewhere that makes more sense. Oh, that's not going to work. Let's put this here. And then this can go here. So everything fits in there. And the requester chests are set to 100 poison dart arrows, which I think I made that provider chest up here. If not, yep, it is a provider chest. And unfortunately, we are going to be consuming a lot of coal through this process because each one of these poison dart arrow recipes requires these poison, what are they called? Poison orb things. And let's just see if our... Yep, and they're getting them. It just takes a little bit of time. So what I can do with this perimeter is just keep expanding it, because I do have within the RoboPort network the construction robots will be able to reach the next one. So if I just keep going with this, I can just keep going with it, and it'll keep placing them down as long as it's within, or it has the materials to do so. And I really, there's another thing now I don't like about this design. I'm going to change it up again. This time I'm going to have it spaced like this so I can make sure I'm on the right path. And now I have lots of trees and rocks I need to kind of get out of the way. And I can help with this with my personal RoboPorts. And then as far as the perimeter of my base, I don't think I need to go beyond here. So maybe I'll just stop at this one. Well, this is going to be a while because there's a lot of trees that have to come down, and there come all the construction robots from... They were probably just inside of one of the RoboPorts up there. And now they're all coming out to get these materials. Great, there's efficiency level 3. We can keep doing these for a while. Like increase the speed of the robot. You know what? Why am I doing that? I need to get back to not productivity. I want speed modules so we can start to get that armor. Although, like I said, wow, why are they are coming all the way back here to charge. That's interesting. So we're getting our modules produced. Can check on those to see how they're coming along. Probably not anywhere close. Yeah, just 18 and 13. We've got a ways to go yet. But things are busy here, for sure. Let's see. We have our... Let's do the belt idea here. Come to think of it. Let's do our logging mall. And this is going to be our belts, so I'll have a belt, an underground, and then a splitter. And then I'll do the same thing with the faster ones. There we go. And now I'm making all my own stuff here. And I think I made those providers. Yes, these are all providers. So you can use those. I'm going to make one of these chests designated as transport belts because I have a feeling when I start upgrading stuff, it's we're going to have a lot of extra yellow belts. I don't really need to be producing a whole lot of them because I really do plan to upgrade everything. Our production is going to increase for everything. Thankfully, this is going to really help our power situation. What I calculated with these is 330 megawatts for one of these blocks. And if you look at our current production, we're looking at about 100 megawatts. So yeah, that power is going to last us a little while, which is good. And then we don't have to worry about that. Let's do, where did our new design go? Here it is. Just the icon needs to change. So if I just place this here, then I can just keep this going. And then I always like to put a radar right in the corner. And of course I don't have any radars. Let's just do 10 of these. You know what? We'll let someone else build it. Oh, that's not working. There we go. And they're getting pretty busy. Again, this is just going to take a really long time. We'll just have to wait on that. Anything else that we can... Not really. We already have Roboport 2. We'll need another portable fusion reactor, but those are easy enough to make. I just need another 150 blue circuits. And here comes robots with some of the requested materials again. Oops. Would be an episode if I didn't hit something with the car. I did forget to... Well, I didn't forget. I didn't place the lubricant production. I'll have to get on that eventually. Before the next episode, I would probably do that, whether it's off camera or not. Our coal production is pretty weak. It looks like we're almost consuming everything. We could probably put some more cokeries here for creating charcoal, because we're not fully utilizing all of these cokeries, it looks like, constantly. Now we're consuming a lot of it, but not all of it. We still have some stuff getting backed up, and thankfully our power production here, this is going to decrease, and I don't know which uses more pellet coke, whether it's our power or... Let's just look here. It looks like it might be smelting is using more. Alright, now we can do our armor, power armor 2. Even though, like I said, we won't be able to make it until all of those modules are completed. So it's going to take 100 of those, and then we're going to have to make the next level, and then the next level after that. Another thing actually I could do is I want to make those upgraded batteries. That would be awesome. Let's do that. Just give it a little space. This is going to be regular batteries, and this one's going to be the exceptional batteries. And just the one space is good. And I already have 2 of these. So they're pretty expensive, the blue circuits. And it takes, what, 10 of the batteries? Yeah, it takes 10 of the regular batteries and 20 processing units. So it's not cheap. This one is not requesting because I forgot to set the filter. There we go. But thankfully the level 1 batteries are pretty cheap to make. Just 5 of the regular batteries that we're making and 10 steel plates. I can't remember. Looks like we're missing a lot of biosolar farms and accumulators. But our power looks good. We're not dipping into this is, I think it's nighttime now. It looks like it is. And our accumulators are still fully topped off. I think that's because, yeah, we'll use the steam generators before we tap into that accumulator. This is how the grid functions. So we expanded our mall. What else can we do? You know, with that wall design, and the intention is to surround our base completely with this wall. Look, they're already done. This is actually going really well. So I'm going to build this all the way up here and around. I do want to deconstruct the old starter base and just bring it around towards this last road here, and also on the left side here, I think that would be enough space for our base. We'll have room to make some things here, like the coal liquefaction that I'm planning, the rocket parts here, and then whatever else we need in this square, maybe another power plant with the biosolar farms. And of course, these walls, you know, they're temporary. I can always take them down and expand out. Let's actually bring the wall down here, and I'm going to do something a little bit different than I've done in the past, because the great thing about having all these radars placed down already, oh boy, why do I always miss it? Here it is. Okay, is that as long as I have radar coverage, I can ghost, like shift and place this. How did this get here? Oh, that's okay. That's part of the design. I forgot I did 3 of them now. So this goes here, and that radar I would like to move, but I can't move it until I have another radar to place down. And this one, oh boy, that's really close. I mean, it doesn't matter. I can move it. I really don't like how that. It's just really, really close, that's all. But I can put it here, and then just keep going. And this is going to make my construction robots extremely busy. Hopefully I didn't mess that up. I might have placed an extra roboport somewhere. That's alright. I can always move those after the fact. Better to have too much coverage than not enough. So this will protect. Oh boy, this is. Can't see anything. I need to clear out all these trees. So that's pretty far. I mean, we've covered a lot of ground there. Power Armor 2 is done. Excellent. Let's keep working on upgrading our robots. Let's do. I don't know if I'm going to use production yet. Let's do robot speed, because that benefits all robots, not just the logistics robots. And as our network expands, you know, oh no, I hope this is just not connected and not, oh no, it's not right. I mean, we have power, but this is supposed to probably be over one more tile. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to leave it for now. And like I said, as this expands, there's a roboport here, so yeah, all this can be constructed technically. Logistics robots are filling those requester chests, and then construction robots are busy building the wall, building all those roboports, placing the turrets down, the inserters, everything that's required. But the good thing is, we do have biters here. Oh, look at these guys are getting really... These guys might actually attack before we have the wall done. That's not good. So you know what? Maybe it's time to... And I thought I would actually use that outpost more, but obviously I did not. And if I had my car, it would be... There it is. I just walked right by it. I'm just going to go grab that outpost, place it down, and take care of that. Wow. More trees. And that was the wall, which you can barely see, is just that one tiny little pixel. And this is going to be my robots picking up all this stuff because it's not within the robot network. I'll have to make sure I do this where those spiders are as well. Hey, that robot caught up to us. Not sure how many of those artillery shells I have, but to make sure I have enough of those. I need to fix this road. Having all these trees is really dangerous, as you can see. I should just grab that robot. Look at our green circuits are like barely making it. Look at all these robots staying busy. Oh yeah, those biters are right there. Look at that. Now they're gonna attack me because I just put down. Yep. I gotta get the stuff in here. Well, that takes care of that. Wow. But I can put my outpost down because at least that'll protect us while we're building. Where is it? Here it is. Oops. Yeah, that's kind of unnecessary to have that audible alarm on there. Hey. Oh, come on. Yeah, these turrets are not in range to help us right now. This is not good. It's just trying to pick everything up while all this is happening. I get attacked while I'm trying to put stuff together. At least I can repair. You know what? Why don't I just hook this up my grid? There we go. Now they have power. And those guys don't stand a chance anymore. Let's get the artillery shells in here and then place down our prototype artillery. Get that in there and goodbye. They're done. This is really overkill. It's funny, this thing says it has an unlimited speed, infinite per second, but it does take a long time. I think it's just like the regular artillery. Oh yeah, and one thing is this, I forgot this attracts all the surrounding biters. Yikes. Let me help you out. Let me help. Don't really need all this power because we have the grid, right? There we go. Now everyone has power, everyone's happy. But we don't have enough. Take all this. There we go. Well, that took care of that biter nest at least. It might be worthwhile to pick this up. I'll just call this out here. Yep. And then I'm only going to take certain things out of here. There we go. There we go. Okay, what else did we get? Let's, more worker robot speed? That sounds, yeah, sounds fine to me. Alright, so I think what I'll do before the next episode is I will probably fix this. It does kind of bother me. But I'll just keep working on expanding this wall out. And then we'll also do the same thing at our outpost as well. Because right now, I mean, these biters are going to be, I'm sure they're already attacking this mining outpost, and it's going to be even worse of a problem as we get farther out, like up here, and as we expand in areas that are actually not even uncovered yet. We are going to need to start getting into this copper, and this patch won't last us very long. These two iron patches are just not that big, Nothing out here either. So we're going to have to grow out quite a ways, and in order to survive that, we're going to have to just do something like this outpost where we have another rail car that has ammunition and repair packs and fertilizer and everything, because we're going to have to try to minimize our pollution as much as we can. And that'll be the goal for the next episode, is maybe to surround our 2 mining outposts that are kind of remote. Like, that would include the copper outpost here that also needs another radar out here. But that'll be for next episode. So thank you for watching today, and we'll see you next time.